Greetings, Ashen here. Today I'm going to be reviewing for you Tales of Zero. That's right, this is actually an upcoming project that's going to be funded, and what I have been given is a preview book, which shows me what the art and everything will look like, but is as of yet in an unfinished format. So I'm going to be reviewing it as such. But the creator has told me to be giving my honest opinion, and that is exactly what I'm going to be doing. So, what did I think of Tales of Zero? What is it? Like, should you be interested in it? Well, I gotta say, if you like Lovecraft, you like the pacing Lovecraft gives, then you'll probably enjoy that. Because this book reminds me a lot of The Thing meets Lovecraft. So this is an interesting story because the first half really sets up the world. My main problem with it is that it's mostly done through conversation. You have about 14 pages of just straight conversation about the world and what these people's lives are and everything like that. So I'm more of a fan of the show, don't tell aspect of it. And they do show a bit through brief flashbacks and glimpses and things like that. I understand that this issue was saddled with a lot because it's taxed with building an entire world, entire futuristic society, and putting that out there to be believable. However, you can say that, like Lovecraft, there was a lot of talking in Lovecraft and a lot of pacing that came with people discussing elements. So I don't view this as untrue to something along the lines of that in nature. All right, so after we got past those 14 pages, then we are actively going through the world. Our protagonists are going where they have set out to be. Our main protagonist is, of course, Zero, and this whole story is him telling it from the future and you finding out how he lost his left hand. But we are introduced to two other characters. I'm not going to spoil anything for you. I don't even want to give you their name. It's just Tales of Zero, obviously, is something I can mention because it's in the title. So they all set off on a quest, and you get to see the future world as they're walking and doing various things with this mission that they're going to be undertaking. And then we get to the third act, which is Action Central. It is a third of the book is just crazy sci-fi action, running and shooting and all kinds of crazy stuff happening. This would be the horror element to it, I guess, because there is definitely a horror element to this. And I wouldn't say that this is traditional cosmic horror, because this is like mankind has gone to the cosmos in order for them to be confronted by the horror. But it definitely still would fit into that category to some degree. So like I said, a very Lovecraftian story. I would say it's something akin to In the Mountains of Madness. That's probably the best book I can associate this with. And if you read that story and you like it, then you will probably dig this too, because much like this story, there was a lot of scientific exploration, a lot of talking and discussion and everything. And then, of course, you get the big reveal at the end for In the Mountains of Madness, and it leads to an epic conclusion. So anyway, if you love horror, if you love like the classic comic book story feel of horror, not like modern jump scares and stuff like that, but if you would pick up an old comic book, there's a lot of slow burns and stuff like that that eventually lead to things, then this story will be right up your alley. It has a lot to offer. It has a rich world that the creator has set up with everyone having a purpose and a story, so that way you don't feel left out. There are a lot of interesting elements to it that are unlike our day and age, so you kind of have to adjust your expectations to how the people live in this new future. So would I recommend you pick up this book? Sure. If you're the type of audience that likes what I'm saying, definitely pick up this book. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. The link for the Indiegogo for this will be in the description below. That way you can click it and sign up ahead of time. Thank you for watching. And you all have a great day. Yes.